starting to think my child is experimenting on me. He's lovely and sweet and joyful and wonderful and everything. He is wonderful. But all of the games he invents seem to involve some sort of crushing challenge for me to deal with. There's Botanies, which I'll explain at some point. Botanies is very painful and very challenging. For me, not for him. There's Sock Train, which is just undescribably confusing. The premise sounds very simple, but it really is not. I'm not going to explain it now. It will confuse me too much. His favourite one, though, or not necessarily favourite, the most long running, is probably Tunnels! One word, fine. What Tunnels consists of is one of his favourite tricks of combining two of his favourite toys to make a third game, which is lovely and wonderful and creative and all that. He's got this lovely little wooden train set he got for Christmas a couple of years ago, which he plays with all the time. It's really sweet, actually. But he's got a big bucket of wooden blocks as well. So yeah, what you have to do is you have to build little bridges over his train set while he pushes his train round, which is fine. Of course, you build one little bridge with the blocks, and that's great. He likes it and he's happy, and he pushes the train through the tunnel and he's happy and he carries on. But then you've got to build another one, which is great, and then you've got to build another one, and then you have to keep building them until basically most of the track is surrounded by little tunnels made out of blocks balanced on top of each other. But of course, he's 3, and so he doesn't carefully edge the train through these tunnels, which now take up most of the track. He just rams it across and randomly knocks over one of your tunnels, at which point he very excitedly tells you you've got to build it again and again and again, and it starts to become, for me, not him, a slightly obsessive game. It made me remember why I never play games like Sim City or anything where you basically have to build something and fight against sort of like the elements to try and keep going, because the level of frustration drives me insane. And it has now become a kind of a Sisyphean, is that correctly pronounced, Sisyphean? The Greek legend, look it up. Challenge to try desperately to use up all of the wooden blocks to build tunnels before he knocks one over. And I think last night was the first time I've ever actually managed to completely, well, not completely cover the track, because fortunately quite a few of the blocks have gone missing over time, but to use up every single block with a tunnel round the track, which he very excitedly looked at and then knocked over and told me to start again. So yeah, I think he's probably keeping notes somewhere. I'm not sure of the aims of the experiments, but I'm pretty sure they'll become clear in time. He might just be playing, he might just be trying to drive me over the edge. Anyway, there you go. Also, Christmas hammer! Go away.